What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a blessed one and getting after it. Today I was reflecting on some of the most defining moments that I've had on the battlefield and some of the most courageous and extraordinary acts that I've seen other people do in those moments. And as I'm doing my own reflection in some of those moments that helped define me, I was also reading the book of Samuel and about David and what I saw as some of the most defining moments in his career. And as I was reading one particular time, like we all know that, hey, Saul was after David with thousands of men and he was trying to kill him. But during this time, David was still at war with other people. He was still battling. He wasn't, battling Saul and his men, but he had other things that were on the agenda. And as he was still in the desert fighting and all that, he came back to his village just to find out that it had been raided. All the women and children were gone. All the livestock was gone. They had taken everything. His men broke out and were yelling, and they were just angry. And some of them were threatening David that they were going to kill him because they said it was his fault. Meanwhile, David is just burning inside, and he sought God on what to do. And what he decided was that he was going to wear his pain as a garment into the field of battle and chase down those who took everything from his men and from him. And he did just that. Him and 600 men set off through the desert, running, walking, marching day and night for 3 days through the desert, night and day, without food and water. As the story goes, 200 of his men couldn't keep up and they stopped about halfway through. The rest kept in pursuit, and once they found them, they pounced on them immediately and went to work. And they got back everything that they had taken from them and then some. And where I'm at with this story is some of us are afraid of the pain. Some of us are afraid of those things that have moved us, and it's moving us further away from purpose instead of closer to purpose. Because if you look at David and his men, they wore the very thing that just hurt or felt or filled their heart into the field of battle as they took back what they had before and then some. On the way back, and this is another defining moment, on the way back from the field of battle, they come across the 200 men that couldn't keep up. His men that were with them were like, hey, y'all don't get any of this because you didn't keep up with us. You can have your wives and your children back, but that's it. And David said, no, these men, they stayed here. They guarded what was left. They guarded our gear while we continued to fight. They had a purpose as well. Their purpose may have not been to keep up with us into the field of battle, but their purpose was well defined, and they will share equally in the reward. So that's another gem for you, is that just because your purpose is different, it doesn't mean that your reward is less. And so those are the two things today. I want y'all to reflect on the things that move you, what's going to move you closer to purpose, what's going to move you closer to your assignment. And then also remember, just because your purpose may be different, it doesn't mean that your reward is less. I love y'all. Have a blessed one. I'm out.